up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Good footwork on the spin. Oh, he sheds himself free.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. It's hauled in by Shepard. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Looks pretty evident what they want to do. The same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shift. Slam. Hey, swing. Check nine. Hey, switch gears.
Now it's Gurley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 44, Haskins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Mike, 319.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. And it was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 39, Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On play action, now Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the...
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 26, check 26. 26. Kill.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Fuller. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Will Fuller, 81 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
26. He's checking. Jan 300. Jan 300.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Rush in. Rush in. 50. Hey, you block over here. Check, check. Lucky.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
No. 258. Come on, dude. 2 times. Rolling back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Check. Mike 5'9". Double dog. That's the way. Logo. Mike's favorite.
They go play action with Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Right there, 54 Mike.
On play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, let's go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down.
Green 18. You got tight. You got tight. Over.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now a handoff looking right.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a play fake. Rodgers able to find Waller. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
Yeah. That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
All day. All day. Any day. Check three. Check three.
Now Haskins on first down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
59. Here we go. 59 mark. 59 mark. Check. 59. Watch the slant. Hey. Mike part 9. Go.
On second down, here's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point try by Bailey. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On play action, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Hey, 88. Pilot, 64. Weak. Green, get on. Patch it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's it, baby.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Go. Check. Crunch. 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 Under crunch. Under crunch. Get 300. Get 300.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers forced out to his left. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Alex Anzalone just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Switch.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Switch. Big
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now it's Haskins. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Haskins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's got Fuller. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Keep it up, guys.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Another carry now for Gurley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Three down. Mike 5-4.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. It's complete to Fuller. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check the backer. 25, check 20.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's checking credit. Check.
Here's Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Again, it's Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Tighten up. Shit.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now the try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Packers 27, Bears 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because...
And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and good by Bailey. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. This will be taken short.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Again, they run with Gurley. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First down and goal to go.
They come out here in the eye. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate, pay their bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Been a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue
all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
chocolate soap. Yeah.